Hey everybody, it's Cam. I got another video for you here. We can look at biotech stock today as it's a pretty hot sector. Multiple things moving. So first off, we'll just go with OCGN, as this one I've talked about in previous videos about their COVID-19 vaccine and their partnership with the Indian distributor. Dang. But it popped today. They're not really on any news, I think, available, just, moving up because the AstraZeneca vaccine is not going to be used in Europe after I believe it was Sweden or Denmark took it off their list of vaccines that can be used. But OCGN basically popped this morning right about 8 o'clock, going from 8, 10, 6, so 30% move right there. And then we pulled back here in the afternoon, but respecting this 50% fib line, which if we zoom out to the daily, you should be able to see that. So when it made its massive move from 17 cents to 18.75, so we're sitting around right around this $9.50 area, 9.47. You see we do have volume above, which we pushed into today, but still, based on the move back beginning of February, still very low volume day, 87 million compared to 719 million on this peak day of volume. So if momentum comes, buyer comes in, we can look to go higher here. And then other mover early this morning, ENTX. So here, just look on the daily chart, massive gap up, massive volume. I mean, the volume is not even close to being comparable whatsoever on just about any time frames from when it originated back in July of 2018. You'll see we did set a new high today. So I'll really make a fib right here, which I didn't have one up earlier. But you see more volume today than at any period in its history, really combined. So basically could be deemed as invalidates the previous chart just based on resistance. But if we go down to the 5-minute chart, so huge gap up this morning, running the pre-market. So we can go back to check their news. So they announced a positive phase 2 news for biomarker data, significant increase in P1NP based on final analysis of 3-month data. So it basically tripled pre-market and staying relatively strong. So opening candle hit down to 415. We touched 397 here later in the day. So basically doubled off the open and then dropped 50%. So pretty volatile stock, a lot of volume, could have been a good play in and out early this morning. So we'll look to see if this continues to fade tomorrow. As you know, this is a massive gap here. You have to go back to the basically 3-week chart, and there is some previous resistance or support resistance here at the $4 level. So look to see that holds. If not, this probably goes down to 350 pretty quickly tomorrow. And then there's also PDSB PDS Biotech. So it was moving today. So if you look on daily, another big gap up on very high volume relative to its average. So gap from 379 all the way up to 452, hit a high of 707. So if we go down to the 5-minute chart, so just good relative strength all day. Really respect the 5-minute 22 EMA all morning, and then we broke below it here. Acts as a resistance here as we're going into the close, selling off right now off the 9. This one was able to short, but they were up on COVID-19 consortium, doing some stuff in Brazil. A large population base down there. And then lastly, higher price stock, VIR Biotech. So it had a large move up, in the pre-market. They're up also on COVID news. So their VIR 7831 reduced hospitalization and risk of death and early treatment of adults, and 47 to 85. So what is it, about 80% move there. If you look at the long-term chart, it had a massive move at the end of January. Got really beat down here. at the beginning of the month. I can't remember exactly what that news was, but I think something failed, or they had earnings at the end of February. So there was concerns about their data previously 2 weeks ago, but apparently whatever's happening in Brazil basically invalidates that. So considerable gap up here, bounced off the 22. So look to see if this can hold up, but does look like there's a big volume shelf here down in the low 50s. So if this wants to keep selling off tomorrow, you probably could say you have a base down here in the 55 to 50 range, right? So we gapped that this morning, so you could look for this to gap fill, get down a little bit lower, but this just shows 5 minutes data. But here on the daily, you do have a good block of volume here at the 50 to find support, and we are in some volume here, so look to buyers come in, push this thing higher for tomorrow. So those are the biotech stocks that are moving today. If you were looking at them or watching them, let me know how you played them in the comments, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.